Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's full Celtic Cross tarot spread for your love life. Let's find out what's going on. Let's find out what the guides want to talk to you about. Now, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to each one of these. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it is good as well. Whenever you're finding this video, it's good to go. Each one of these readings has got a deeper dive to it, an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, it could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there, and you can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So there are two ways to win a private reading with me every single month. The first way is by being a subscriber to my channel, clicking like on this video and then leaving a comment. That'll get you an entry, and you can do that as many times as you like on my videos on this channel and on my tarot channel as well, Be Healing Tarot. Including the shorts too. That'll get you many entries in, so good luck with winning that. The second way is by purchasing the deeper dives to these pick a card reads. The more deeper dives you purchase in a month, the more entries you get into that second draw, so good luck with winning those. Now all you need to do is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? The crystal is out with the Empress card, and that's from the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. Would you like the flower? The flower is out with the Moon card, which is from the Dark Mansion Tarot. Or would you like the shell? The shell is out with the, what does that say? Knight of Candles, which is from my new Yuletide Tarot deck. So take your pick now, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me. I do today's tarot every single day of the year on my other channel, Be Healing Tarot. Check that out. I go live 3 times a week on that as well with my Psychic Cafe show. Come along sometime. Would love to see you in there. I give 1-question readings in there that you can book on my website, BeHealing.com, at any time. Find a link for that in the description box below, and also on there too. And we'll do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, then send you the link to the replay, so you don't need to be able to make it live to receive your reading. And you can ask anything in those 1-question readings too. Or come along live and you can book while I'm live too. I also offer private readings from my website, BeHealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below. And as I said, you've got 2 chances to win one of those. And I make 3 of these love pick a card reads a week as well. And so take your pick now. Crystal, flower or shell, and I will see you in your reading. So if you chose the crystal along with the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, then this one's for you. Let's give you a full Celtic Cross tarot spread for your love life and see what's going on. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, or want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there, and you can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So what is your reading all about? You've got 3 cards out. Let's have a look. First card out was this one, the 6 of Potions. The 6 of Potions is all about the past. Then you got this one, which is the 9 of Needles. The 9 of Needles is about anxiety, sleepless nights, you know, something that's troubled you. And then you got the Empress out with that. Okay, so what this is saying, the Empress, how do we get to the Empress point? So the Empress is our healed self. It's the Queen of all queens. It's the one that's been through the lessons of all the queens and kind of mastered herself, right? And she knows what she deserves, and she's kind of waiting on that. The Emperor, she builds her empire. She knows what she deserves, and she allows people to treat her really well, you know? She's not the one that does the chasing and all of that kind of thing. Well, the past and this anxiety, so there's anxiety in the past of what you've been through. That is what brings us to being the Empress. Have you ever met an Empress or anyone that has done a lot of work on themselves in order to get there, that hasn't been through a load of crap? No, you haven't, because that's what it takes to get to this point. So we don't become great people when we don't have those challenges. And it's like a rite of passage. So, but I think you're the Empress now, but I think that these 2 cards have come out, the past and the anxiety in the past, because it's still affecting you. Let's find out more. So, what is hindering you in your love life at the moment, crystals? Does that sound right? Because we can become the Empress, right? But we can still be a bit wary. I think that's what it is. I think you're a wary Empress. I think you know I think you've become the Empress because of what you've been through. And you're a fresh Empress. You're a newly Empress. You've only just made it there in the big scheme of things. And there's still that, the anxiety that brought you there is still a bit wary about that. And so Empress not completely open is what I'm getting here. What is holding them back? Okay, the Page of Candles. Now the Page of Candles, it's pages to me, when we're talking about relationships, it's when you first catch someone's eye. Candles, about passion. So somebody could catch your eye and the wary Empress backs away like that, you know? If you think about it, an Empress that isn't wary anymore, if she's an open Empress, someone would catch her eye, Page of Wands. This is a new person, someone that you're attracted to. And she would be present and open, right? And let them in. So, okay. I feel like you, crystals, you've got somebody new here, someone that's come in, someone that you're attracted to, and your wariness has perhaps got the best of you, or there's a hesitancy there. You're like, oh, I want to open up to this person, but I'm a bit wary. Okay, so how do things look on the face of it? How do things appear on the face of it for our crystals? The King of Candles, like they could be a really good match. Like they are someone with a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, someone that would claim you, perhaps someone good enough for you as well. Someone very passionate who could have a lot of things in common with the King of Candles there, you know, similar interests and all of that kind of thing. So a lot of fire, a lot of passion. King of Candles is great too. So you're seeing them as a king. So probably looking at them thinking, this one could be for me. They seem to have a lot going for them. What's behind that is Knight of Presents. Okay. Knight of Presents is them making a move towards you and offering you something. It's something solid. Pentacles are solid, right? A solid offer. The Knight is the forward movement. So it's kind of, you're waiting on them to make a move. Now, let's just consider the cards that we first got out. The Page of Candles being the bit that holds you back. So there's been a reaction to this person of closing the doors and backing off from your energy because of this past anxiety. Okay, so recent past energies. The Knight of Potions. So they made a move, like a romantic move towards you, or there was like an initial approach from them towards you. And that it was romance that they had in mind. They're attracted to you. They've got romance in the mind. So they did make some kind of a move. It feels like, although you're the Empress, you're a wary Empress still. And so there was a bit of hesitancy on your part. Now, near future energies. So what's coming in? What's going to happen next then? And I can see clearly that you want them to make a move. So it's like you're seeing them as a King of Candles. It's like if they really wanted me, they would push through that anxiety that's holding me back and they would come claim me. King of Candles claims. Like the King of Candles knows what they want and they go for it. And they would make a solid offer kind of thing. And the Knight of Presents is the one that persists. It's the one that keeps on going, perhaps slowly. Yeah, so you could be hoping that this one is going to persist and that they're going to be... That's what we want, right? Even if we're anxious, even if we're a little bit wary, even if we are, you know, feeling a bit scared, we want the other person to step up in that. We don't want them to dismiss us just because we're not perfect, right? And we can't be open. We don't want to lose out on that person. We want them to be strong enough to still pursue us, right? That's the ideal, isn't it? I think so anyway. Because I don't think we do need to be perfect. And I don't think we need to be open all the time. And we can make allowances for other people too. We can step up our energy when someone else is scared or be there for them. And they can with us too. Be a bit of a dance going on with this person at the moment, I would say, between you two. What's coming in near future energies? The Six of Candles. A Six of Candles is about being seen to be winning. Okay, that could be positive. That could be you and them together. Or it could be them seeing you in a very positive light. You doing something, perhaps you shining in your work or shining in a social situation or something like that. Okay, Tell us what else this reading is about. It's about the Empress, the wary Empress. It's also about, I've got some apple stuck in my tooth. Got it. Knight of Candles. We've got 3 knights out now. This person definitely wants to make a move on you. So they've got passion for you. They want to make a move on you. They want to make a move towards you. It started off as like heart, eyes, romance. I want to make a move. They did make a move. Some kind of a move anyway. Initial movement. You pulled back. You want it to be more solid, this movement forward, for them to claim you. Knight of Candles. Yes. This person definitely wants to pursue something with you. Now, what are your fears? We've already seen some of your fears here. Just past anxiety stuff. Wariness of red flags and things like that. The stuff that you've learned. The stuff you've been through previously. Wow. Okay. Manifesting. So, 4 of Potions. So you want like I heard a big hairy deal. You want like a big offer. You want someone to not just make a little offer or whatever. A big offer, like the right offer. So I feel like you could be hopeful with this one, but you don't want short measures kind of thing. And so you might be a bit closed off, yeah, because of your awareness, but you're asking them to step up. I'm getting that clearly with this now. It's like, it is a fear, yeah, of just letting in or whatever, or just letting any kind of behavior in from this person. It's like, no, they've got to come forward to me properly. The 8 of Presents is all about reciprocation. It's about getting back from what you put into something. So the investment that you make in something, you're reaping the rewards from that. So you're not just going to get into any kind of a relationship now. You're manifesting something, right? So you're like, okay, well, if this is what I'm manifesting, then they will make a move. I can see why these cards have come out now. I think you're in a strong position here. It'd be interesting what the outcome cards are to this. What are you hoping for? Do you understand what I'm saying here? Because these are positive cards that have come out, right? But it's in your fears part of it, because this is saying like the fears are kind of running you, but that's a good thing, because you don't want what has happened before to happen again. It's like this person has hoops to jump through, but I feel like that they will jump through them. So yes, those hoops that you've put in front of them have come about because of the past anxieties and the stuff that you've been through, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know, to expect like good behavior from somebody because of what we've been through. It's like, no, they need to do this and they need to do that. They'll feel it. The right people feel it, you know. For me, years ago, I realized that I was always making the first move toward a guy. I was kind of taking the masculine role there. And I was ending up with guys that weren't strong enough for me. And so I realized, you know what? I just need to be open, like the Empress, open, and let them make the first move. And then at least I'll know if they're strong enough to make a move toward me. They've at least got that strength, you know. They're perhaps strong enough to be with a woman like me. Well, it made me kind of just wait. Do you know what I mean? And it's like have my eye on someone and then just kind of wait, put myself in front of them and make sure that I was there and available for them. But wait. And sure enough, the guy that asked me out, and we were together a while, he said that he knew. He said he knew. He said, I knew for those few days when we were kind of dancing around each other, which is what you've got here. He said, I knew I had to ask you out. I knew that it was up to me to do that. And I needed to step up. And he said it was nerve-wracking for me to do that, but I knew I had to do it. So he was picking up my vibe completely. And I feel like your person will be here too. So your hopes are Queen of Presents. That's for you to retain your stability. And the 6 of Needles. 6 of Needles is all about movement and the universe. So you're hoping that the universe brings you together and contributes to this movement forward. And strength, and that you're strong enough to be able to deal with this. You are. You've got this. I think you're in a really strong position here. Let's get your outcome cards out. So I'm going to get a progression of outcome cards out so that we've got the full story for you. I'm going to be revealing the first one in this reading, but the rest of them will be in that deeper dive. So if you want the full story, and let's get into their energy, and I'll pull cards out for them. Let's get nosy about them, what's going on for them, and all of that kind of thing. So the first card out is good. And we've got, okay, nice. Nice. And then what? So I will be getting cards from these decks back here to get into their energies and find out more about them. Huh. Okay. Oh, I'm intrigued by this story. Then, nice. I need one more. Can't leave it at that. There's a bit of a cliffhanger going on in this story. I feel like keeping on going until all of these cards are out because I want to know. I want to know how this progresses. Okay, I need more. What next after that? It's still a bit cliffhangery. Then what? I need one more. Oh, this is going to be a long story, this one. Okay, yes, okay. Right. So, wow, got a lot of cards out, but I needed the full story here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 outcome cards. So there's 9 there, and the first one out was this one. It is the Six of Presents. The Six of Presents is about reciprocation. This is when two people are on the same page. It's about you have as much to offer as each other. I feel like this is the finding out kind of stage that you are on a par at the same level as each other. This could be continuing dancing around each other, perhaps picking up information about each other, seeking each other out, finding out information about each other. And there's a realization behind this that you're on the same page, that you have as much, not necessarily on the same page, but you have as much to offer to each other. So this person could have a lot of similarities to you. That's the start of the outcome, which is a good start, right? So if you want to find out what these are and you want all the rest of it, and we'll get into their energies, then you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. And if you do, I will pop a link for it up there, and there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you all the way to a video, straight away to a video, then just try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me, as we'll get in that deeper dive as well. That'll get you into the second draw as well, so good luck with winning those. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. It sounds very exciting to me. It sounds very positive. If you're coming with me, if you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower along with the Dark Mansion Tarot, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's give you a full Celtic Cross spread for your love life and see what's going on. See what the guides want to talk to you about your love situation at the moment. Now, as usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, it could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there, and there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So your cards are already out. Let's get reading them and see what this is all about. Now, the moon, you're in an unknown situation at the moment. You don't know. You could be single at the moment. You could be like not knowing, like unclear, universe not giving you signs, you're in the dark, things haven't been revealed to you yet. We've got Judgment card, so could be decision time, about discernment, time to make a decision. The Two of Wands, yes, it's time to make a decision. Two of Wands, of what action to take. So you don't know what to do, you're not being given signs by the universe, or if you are being given signs by the universe, there's many of them, so it's no clarity. And there is a decision to make. So that's what we're helping you out with today, apparently, in this. There's a confusion. So you're either single, perhaps there's options in front of you for relationships, but no clear, definitive, like, yes, this is the go. Like, you know, we always know when it's a hell yeah, right? But sometimes there's like options around us. It's like, well, I could. And I kind of could see them being my boyfriend, or could see being a relationship with that. There's a bit of energies like that. So, what's crossing you in all of this? The Emperor, divine masculine and strength. Okay, so you want a divine masculine. In other words, someone that's been doing the work on themselves. The King of the Kings, the one that's been doing the work, has mastered themselves. They have mastered all the different lessons of the kings. And they're strong, so you want a strong one. Right, like I said, when it's a hell yes, you'll know it, right? And so the considerations that you've got at the moment, you obviously haven't got a hell yes around you at the moment. And you know that you want someone strong, divine masculine. Okay, so how do things look on the face of it? The Fool, you're ready to take a risk, ready to start something new. Ready to travel, ready to do something new, ready to get into a relationship. You want something new in your life. You could be at a transition point at the moment, ready to, what's that saying? Upend, unearth, uproot your life. Could be ready to uproot your life, that kind of thing. Could feel like the perfect time to get into a relationship with those kind of energies. So, but what's really behind that? What's really behind the Fool energies? Are you ready? Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about being seen to be winning. So that's the... It's always interesting, the Six of Wands, to me, because it's about being seen to be winning. It's the victory dance, you know, or the wedding dance. It's the round of applause. It's the pat on the back, or being featured in your local paper. It's that kind of thing. It's more about what other people... how other people are applauding you, rather than what is the true achievement for you. It's sometimes empty, you see, the Six of Wands. So it could be more about how you're appearing to other people and wanting to be seen to be doing well. So in that case, that's what's behind the Fool. You could be striving to do something more with your life, and it's like, you know, why am I alone now? Why am I not in this relationship? I want to have that now, and I want to be like normal, like everyone else that has got that. It's more of that rather than a real urge within your heart to have an experience, no matter what anyone else thinks of it, or will applaud you, or criticize you for. You know, when it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks or says about it, that's when we know it's like pure and good for us and truly aligned with us. So, recent past energies. So what this is saying is, like, you feel like you're ready for something new, but there's an element of you that's still about people pleasing other people and how you're going to be perceived, rather than what's truly in your heart and what's truly right for you. You see, our individual perception of freedom, of lifestyle that we'd really want, and of success that would feel successful to us, it's very unique to each of us, right? And because it's very unique to each of us, other people would be like, that's not success. If we're living it, if we're truly living it, it's like, that's not success. Why aren't you doing this thing that's important to me? Or why haven't you got more money? Or why haven't you got this or that? Or why are you working all the time? You know, it's like someone else's mix is not the same as your mix. So once we are aligned with ourselves and we're doing our version of success, which to me at the moment is working 3 days a week and being able to pour my time into another great passion of mine, apart from this healing stuff and tarot and all of that, and video making, it's my Muay Thai and my fitness and health and fitness, and I put a lot of time into that, and I'm really into that, and that is success and freedom to me, for me to take the best self-care of myself that I can, because I'm just so interested in it all. And so if I was working more than I was working, I wouldn't be able to do that. That would deplete me. Now, other people might go, what are you doing? Like, spending all that time on yourself? That's ridiculous. You'd be working more and have more money. And it's like, no, the money's enough for me to be able to do this, that I'm doing it. And that's, you know, it's just the perfect mix for me. And I'm not saying it's the perfect mix for anyone else, but I've had to silence the voice inside of myself, the critic that I think is coming from other people, but really it's from within me, in my mind, of what I think people might think of me, and going, you know, well, why hasn't she got even more money or savings, or why doesn't she own a home? And, you know, the stuff that I haven't got, which I'm not really bothered about, to be honest. I'm not really bothered about it. So I've had to silence that voice and like become happy with myself and my version of success. And as long as it makes me happy, that's it, right? And I feel in the same way for you here. So you might still be formulating that and getting really comfortable with yourself and your own decisions so that you really know yourself, you see? Because once you've done that, then you'd be really clear on what kind of partner would fit in with that, want the same things, you know? But until you've done that, you might be looking for someone, a 6 of Wands, to please other people rather than please yourself. And so they wouldn't be aligned. So that would be a relationship you get together with them, everyone, all your friends and your family are happy about it, but eventually you wouldn't be happy. Within that relationship, you would become even more in alignment with yourself, and you decide like, no, I want this and I want this. And your person would be like, no, we're not a match anymore, and you'd grow apart, right? So, recent past energies. Recent past energies. So you might not be as ready as you think you are. The Star and the Empress, nice. So yeah, feeling like the Empress, you know what it is that you want, and you've got this feeling like you deserve it as well. You've been doing the work on yourself, divine feminine, sorry. And the Star, really hopeful about divine masculine coming in. I mean, look at that. The Emperor and Strength and the Star and the Empress. It's like you guys are on the path to a very great relationship. It's what I consider to be twin flame relationship, not the dysfunctional stuff that other people are talking about, runner chaser, bringing up stuff for each other. That's people that have not done the work. I'm talking about people that have done the work or doing the work at the moment. So what's coming in near future energies? King of Wands. King of Wands is entrepreneur kind of an energy. It's the go-getter. It's the one that knows what he wants and he goes and gets it. This is someone else's energy, so it's your person's energy. So they're going to step up into the fire, into the fiery energy, and that's the pursuer. That's the one that claims you, you know, pursues you. So this reading is about the Moon, Judgment, 2 of Wands. You kind of not knowing what to do, not knowing what choices to make, kind of in the dark about all of this. It's also about the Ace of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. Interesting. Ace of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles is a sabotage. It is you holding yourself back from the passion that you really want to live. Right. So there's something that you're denying in yourself. You know how I did the big blurb, the big talk there about the 6 of Wands, of trying to impress other people, but it's not really truly what you want, and you will learn what you truly want and then start living that. It's this. It's like, until we do that, there'll be sabotages to what we truly want, what really fires us up. This Ace of Wands is what truly fires us up, and it's that thing that I was talking about that we need to give ourselves permission for and allow ourselves, because other people are not going to validate us for that. They're going to go, because it seems extreme to other people. It's like having a big dream, but it's very specific, and I want to do that. And it's like a big dream that you've got, and it's like, I just want to do that. I just want to do Muay Thai all the time, right? And people would go, that's not balanced, and that's not sensible, and how is that possibly going to, you know? It's that kind of thing. It's when you follow your passion, and at the moment you're holding yourself back from that. You're not allowing yourself to do it. So that could be because you think you're a freak for wanting that, or you just don't think it's feasible. There could be lots of King of Swords in your life that are saying, oh, well, it's all very well that you've got this passion for art, but you can't make that happen. That's not going to pay the bills, is it? No, you need to be doing something real. You know, it's like that. So the 6 of Wands energy there, and with that example, you want to please the King of Swords. You want to get the commendation from them, so you'll do something that they want you to do. So then you'll get the career, like then you'll be a lawyer like they want you to be, but really you want to be an artist. You know, it's that. So it's not, you feel like you're ready for something, but it's not really what's right for you. You're not really knowing what it is that's right for you yet. There's some more allowing for you to be your true, unique self, making the choices that are right for you, which would be freaky for anyone else. For most people, not everyone else. What are your fears? 9 of Swords, you've got anxiety about that. Now, I got it really clearly before that card came out. You might have noticed I was a bit taken aback by it. What I heard from the guides were, your fears are that if you embrace this freakiness of you, about you and you go for what you truly want, that's going to put you, that's going to isolate you even more, and you're less likely going to find somebody to have a relationship with. The exact opposite is true. When you're truly being yourself, as unique as you are, the person that's right for you will come in, and because they'll be uniquely right for you too. You're not isolating yourself from your person. So whenever somebody holds themselves back, it's like, yeah, well, that's what I really want to do. I really want to be this artist, but I can't let myself do that. I've got to be a lawyer instead, because that's a sensible thing to do. And anyway, if I became an artist, then I would be just like hiding away by myself, and I wouldn't meet anyone then. And I'd be like, you know, putting myself out of the running, because there's hardly anyone being different and being their true selves out there. But it's like, no, you got it the wrong way around. If you start being your true self, even if you're living in a hut and doing your art, your person's going to walk by and they're going to have, like, I don't know, you know, the stories. You know, the stories of, you know, those Hallmark movies. They will come across you. They will. So 9 of Swords, you've got fears and anxieties around truly being your true freaky self. Unique self, not freaky, but High Priestess. And you know it inside, right? So the fears are around your intuition. There's a part of you that knows that that is your path to it. You need to be even more of yourself, true to yourself. I used to have this thing like, well, I'm already too successful and I'm only meeting men that kind of look up to me, and so I need to hold myself back to be in a relationship. And then what happened was I met somebody online, never met them in person, but met them online, and they were kind of, they were more successful than me and very much aligned with me in many ways. And that gave me permission, just them existing. It's like, oh, there are people out there I can reach higher. I just needed that to virtually meet that person for it to click. It's like, oh, there are people out there and I do have access to them. And look, he's one that like has been a possibility in my life. And so I can shine even brighter. And that person was key, or you know, what meeting that person opened up in me was key to me realizing that that was not true. I can shine. And straight after that is when I started doing more videos and really putting myself out there. It's like, oh, I'm allowed to do that. I'm not isolating myself from relationships and putting myself out of the running kind of thing. Okay, what are your hopes? 7 of Wands, to protect yourself, and the Hermit by yourself. There is that. Okay, there's something about that. There's a reason that I kept up with the Hermit artist kind of example in this. There's something about you feeling what if you do what you really want to do, feeling like you're putting yourself out of the running because you're just going to be alone, and it's so not true. It's so not true. There's something as well about that energy of like introvert, enjoying your time by yourself, hermiting and all of that, and wanting to protect that energy and have that too. Well, when 2 introverts get together, that's the ideal, right? Because you're both going to want that, your space and all of that kind of thing. If you're both wanting that same thing, then that's just perfect, isn't it? Introverts want relationships too. Okay, and not with extroverts. Oh no, enough of the opposites attracting. That's when you don't know yourself. Opposites attract when you don't know yourself. Like attracts like when you know yourself. Okay, so let's get your outcome cards out. I'm going to get a full progression of outcome cards out because we want the whole story here, don't we? I'll be revealing the first one of them out to you in this reading, but the rest of them I'll be going into in that deeper dive read, the extended reading. In that extended reading, I'll also be getting cards out from these decks as well to find out more. Let's get you some advice out, more advice, and getting into somebody coming your way as well. I can't even speak. I'm putting them the wrong way around. Hang on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. Huh. 6. Makes sense. 7, 8, 9. Oh, wow. Okay. You got a very good story here. I like it. Okay, you got 9 outcome cards here. Very intriguing. Now, the first one of them, you've got somebody coming in here, and it's the Page of Wands. To me, the pages in relationship readings, it's when you catch somebody's eye. There's an attraction with the wands as well. Page of Wands. So you've got someone new coming in. Page of Wands. You're going to be attracted to them. It's very much the start, though, the page, right at the beginning. First contact made kind of thing. King of Wands, you see? You've got the King of Wands coming in. Page of Wands, contact made. So you do have somebody coming. Let's find out about them in that deeper dive. Now, if that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there, and there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into that second prize draw as well, so good luck with winning those. But if this is where you're leaving me, well, good luck with all of this, and if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell along with the new Yuletide Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's give you a full Celtic Cross spread, tarot spread for your love life, and see what's going on, see what the guys want to talk to you about anyway. So, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there, and there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So, what is this reading all about? Let's see, you've got 2 cards out here. First out is the Knight of Candles. This is the Knight of Wands. So this is somebody making a passionate move towards you, someone that has some passion for you, attracted to you. And the 9 of Good Cheer. The 9 of Good Cheer is, sorry, this is a new deck to me. I think it's a Pentacles, the Good Cheer. No, it's Cups. 9 of Cups. Okay, so you're like their heart's fulfillment wishes. So they're attracted to you, making a move towards you. This could be somebody new or someone that you're just getting involved with. And they're like, yeah, you've got that the heart's desire kind of thing. You're ticking the boxes for them of what it is that they want, and they're very attracted to you. How could it be better than that? What is holding you back then? What is hindering you in this? So that's definitely their energy. That's not your energy. Although, no, that could be you too. It could be like, yeah, someone's ticking all your boxes as well, and you're wanting to make a move on you. What's hindering you in all of this? What's holding you back? What's crossing you? Mistletoe. I guess that's the Lovers. Yeah, 6, the Lovers, and the World card. Wow. Okay. I haven't seen that card yet, the Lovers. And the World. End of a chapter, start of a new chapter. Why would that be holding you back? This is working against you, the Lovers. Well, the Lovers can be just, you know, when someone's coming at you just for a hookups, for the passion. Because the Knight of Candles is that lustful kind of an energy. So it could be like, but I don't want just another player. I don't want someone that just wants me for my body, just someone trying to get me into bed. It could be that. The World, it's like, I want a new chapter now, not just that. So it could be that they're approaching you as the Knight of Candles. It's kind of putting you off them. It's like, but I've been through that stage in my life, and I want someone that's a bit more serious now. So here's the thing. Just because a player comes towards you with that kind of an energy, it doesn't mean that someone else isn't going to come toward you with that kind of an energy that wants more. Do you know what I mean? It's like pretty much it's the attraction that starts off relationships. So don't tar them all with the same brush. Don't think that it's a player just, you know, I mean, if they're just coming for a hookup, then you're going to know. Like, I'm not saying like go along with the hookup kind of thing. If someone's just like messaging you only at 2 a.m. or whatever, what you're doing, no, probably not. But just because they're attracted to you, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's not what you want. So pick and choose your red flags, and don't make things out to be red flags that actually aren't, just because you were connecting it with other stuff, right? How do things appear on the surface of it? Might need to get the book out for this. The King of Canes is the King of Swords. Okay, so the King of Swords is a very austere, serious, possibly boring, I mean, look, kind of a person, but they're clear, they've got clarity. It's the opposite of what you've got here. It's the opposite of the Knight of Candles, Nine of Good Cheer. That is like not the King of Canes energy at all. So what? Okay, so that's how it appears on the surface. Two of Good Cheer, the Two of Cups, but it's a match is really behind that. Wow, you know, this reading is kind of saying that you've got a good match here, but you're conflicted about it. First of all, coming at me with this passion and the seduction, perhaps, or the physical, and you're like, that makes them a player. It doesn't. And there's also this King of Canes energy, very logical person. Clarity can be a little bit boring. And again, that's well, they've got this side of them too. But, you know, it might just be the right mix for you. It might just be the right mix for you. But I'm getting from these that there's kind of a judgmental stance from you. I'm not calling you judgmental, but what I'm saying is, it's like stupid science, right? So you see scientists doing experiments and then reaching conclusion. I call it stupid science because the conclusions that they reach from it, there's a lot of assumptions made, right? So because they can mistake correlation with causation, right? And they can say this is connected with that when it's not. It's not at all. It just happens to turn up at the same time, you know? It's just correlated. It's like saying firefighters are causing fires because they're always there at fires. They must be the cause of it. All we need to do to stop fires is get rid of firefighters. That is stupid science, right? When someone comes toward you because they're attracted to you and they're coming toward you for passion and they want to kiss you or whatever, saying that that's a player, it isn't true. It's just correlated, that's all, right? So, and again, with this King of Canes, that can be good, that they're a logical person, that they have clarity in their minds. They've got their head screwed on. Doesn't need to make them boring. But you see, if you've had relationships with a boring person that had the head screwed on and you just didn't choose other stuff along with that element that they had, I feel like it's reaction energy, you know, and I think this comes naturally to us to react. It's like, oh, another one like this. I've had that kind before, but this could be the right mix for you. But just don't see the correlations as being a bad thing. Recent past energy, you got the Magician and the Five of Good Cheer. Okay, okay. So disappointments. You're manifesting disappointments in the past. So you've been focused on what it is that you don't want. You've been focused on being disappointed, the players and this and that, and that's what I don't want, and all the men out there are like this or like that, and it's like, oh, another one, you know. You've been manifesting it. What you've focused on, you've manifested. So when we go through this stage of healing ourselves and noticing the bad stuff that we've been through and we don't want that anymore, we're actually focused on the stuff that we don't want, and it shows up even more. Which is okay if we are learning from it and we're saying no to it, right? But then this is like taking it too far, like taking that too far and actually manifesting more of it when you don't need to. You can go, okay, I can say no to that now. I don't need to focus on it anymore because I know if it shows up and I'll say no to it. I can get focused on what it is that I do want. That's going to serve you so much better. So you've been manifesting more of what you don't want by being hyper focused on it. What's coming in the near future for you? The Ten of Canes. Oh, it's the Ten of Swords. It's the end of the pain. So Ten of Canes is when the pain gets too much that we need to do something differently, right? So this is a rock bottom moment where it's like you get woken up because it gets so painful that you recognize the need for change. It's like getting woken up, it getting so bad that you realize, it's me that's doing it. You know, it's that kind of thing. It is. It's exactly that. The Ten of Canes is when you realize you're doing it to yourself. Okay, you've got a wake-up call coming. So what else is this about? This reading. About this one who is coming at you with passion. What else is this about? Seven of Gifts. It's about investing. And I just heard wisely after that as well. So the Seven of Gifts is about investing wisely. It's making good choices, clear choices, and seeing what's really true and not making assumptions, like with that stupid science thing. Don't make assumptions. Lots of assumptions being made out by stupid science out there, especially around food and diet and stuff like that. Anyway, Seven of Gifts. Investing in what it is that you want. Investing, what am I talking about? I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about your time, what you're thinking about, what you're investing your energy in, what you're talking to your friends about, all of that kind of thing. That is what you're investing. Yeah. So your energy, it's what you're predominantly feeling, thinking, saying to people, all of that. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Recent past energy is saying you've been manifesting what you don't want through all of this. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. See where you've been manifesting your energy and realize you've been investing your energy into what you don't want. Don't do it anymore. And you will have developed a habit to do that, of like, this is what I talk to my friends about. We go on about like how bad men are. It's like, well, don't do it anymore. Don't, catch yourself and then omit yourself from the conversation. Go do something else instead and try and focus on what it is that you want instead. You can break the habit. You just need to stand in your own way and stop yourself from doing it. So, fears. Fears are the Nine of Candles. Nice. I like this, because the Nine of Candles is about it's a healing card, but it's when you're almost at the end of it, right? And the Nine of Candles is when you get that last challenge, and it can often be the most difficult challenge, but you're almost there, you're almost at that healing. So you're healed more than you think. And this is coming up as a fear because it's like, I don't want more of what doesn't kill me. I've been through so much and I've had to heal myself so much. Can't I just have my treat now? And that we always feel that way when we're almost there. The Nine of Candles is almost there. Almost healed, but there is one final hurdle, There's one final annoyance thing. You've got this, yeah, you do. And the Three of Good Cheer is about other people being involved too. It's about learning from other people. Okay. Yeah, it's about learning from other people. So what is happening on our relationship path? We're meeting all these different people and they're teaching us something about ourselves and what it is that we want. And often it's negative lessons that we're getting until we get it, until we get what we're doing to ourselves. And that's why you've got the Ten of Canes coming up here, is a realization when you fall flat on your face kind of thing, what you're doing to yourself. I watched a movie last night, a Christmas movie, because I thought I'd better do something Christmassy this year. And I watched one on Christmas Day too, on Boxing Day yesterday. And in that, there's two sisters, and one of them's single, of course. And this guy comes along, and then she's falling for him. But then he says something, and she's like, huge red flag for her, and she says, this is why I'm single, I choose the wrong man, and she just pushes him away completely. And her sister says to her, she says this to her sister, you know, I choose the wrong man, just choose the wrong man. Sister says, do you, or do you choose the right man and then push them away? And she hit the nail on the head, her sister did. She chooses the right man and then she pushes them away. I'm saying the same thing to you here. Don't choose the right ones and then push them away. Don't come up with excuses why they're the wrong ones. Don't do the stupid science thing and correlations and then think that that's causation. It's not. So learn instead. We have different relationships to get to know ourselves better and what it is that we want and what our patterns are in relationships so that we can learn from it. So learn from it. And you do have another challenge, I think, with this person. Or with the next person, if you push this one away and then you need to do it again with someone else and have this lesson through someone else. Don't be avoiding lessons, because you can't. It's going to come back around again because it's still in your energy. There's still that lesson to learn, right? Okay, so what are you hoping for? You're hoping for the sun, happiness, and the child. Oh, that's the Fool card. It's the first time I've seen that one as well. Oh, this is really sweet. Both the cards of the inner child. You want to be happy. You just want to be happy. You want it to be simple. Like, why does it have to be so hard? Well, you know, it's all about our healing. That's why, in our growth. And it will be easy once you have healed yourself and you're ready and you're focused and you're positive and all of those kind of things. It'll happen in time. But yeah, it does take time to heal ourselves and to get clear on and positively focused on what it is that we do want. And it's hard because it hurts along the way. Those challenges, they do hurt. Okay, so let's get your outcome cards out. I'm going to get a progression of outcome cards out and I'm going to reveal the first one in this reading, but the rest of them, oh nice, the rest of them I'm going to reveal in the deeper dive read. In that deeper dive read, that extended reading, I'll also be getting cards out of these decks back here too. Let's get into your person's energy. So let's get you some guidance out and let's be nosy about your person's energy. See what they've got going on. See if you are making the right deductions about them or if you're just way off base and you should be giving them a chance. Then what? Oh, I don't even know what that is. I'm just going to get the book out. Okay. Okay. What else? And then what? Oh, okay. Right, we've got a lot of cards out here. But that's what we've been doing today. It's a lot of information coming out in these readings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You've got 9 outcome cards here. And the first one out is the Ace of Candles. The Ace of Candles is the Ace of Wands. So you've got something passionate starting off here. Something that you can be really in on. Something that's going to fire you up. Something worth pursuing. It's the candles though. It's like you're going to be pulled forward by your heart and your spirit and perhaps your body too, you know. We wouldn't bother with relationships unless there was that energy, right? It's what pulls us together. And so it's particularly strong, the Ace of Candles. It's a strong attraction to someone. Why does the universe give us these things? Well, it is to bring us together. So, yes, it feels like this is going to step up rather than to step down. And I would pursue, I would go with this, right? Rather than push them away because this person has the clues. So if you want to find out what the rest of those are and all the rest of the information, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I will pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk or promotions folder, so do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower and the shell. Click on the shell. On a device that you could open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second draw, so even more chances to win. But if this is where you're leaving me, well, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive for even more, then I will see you in there very shortly.